It was a dark and cold night. I was all alone. I sighed to myself, went the keyboard as I typed what should have been my last. Mum and Dad, I love you. Please carry on and forget. Tina, dear, I apologise. I am sorry. And then I saved the document. I did not have the guts to face life head on, so I closed my eyes and became a memory. Or at least I thought I did. Bang! Then my eyes were opened. I was lying down in a lush green garden filled with stone furniture, which were draped in vines. The sky was hidden. All I could see were the leaves and branches of great trees. I got up to my feet and saw a teenage girl, clad in a long nymph green dress, sitting in one of those stone Victorian chairs. She turned to me and gave me a wide smile. "Hey, where am I?" I called out to her. There was no reply. After trying a few more times, I gave up and decided to take a look around instead. The place I was in was starting to remind me of a graveyard. However, instead of tombstones, there were chairs and benches. The chairs were all randomly placed, some in groups of 3 and others in groups of 5 and 4s, but oddly enough, the benches were all spread out alone. Also, this place had more than its fair share of stone gargoyles and altars. The gargoyles had eyes that crept into your soul and looked like they would absorb you when you gazed upon them. On the other hand, the stone tablets were all inscribed with Wetham T Si Daed, Wetham Si Daed. What a strange sight, I thought to myself, and continued exploring the place. This was when I noticed a footpath which seemed to lead somewhere. Onward, onward, went the voice in my head, bringing a chill down my spine. Nevertheless, I still wanted to find out what was going on, so I followed the path. It led me to a wooden casket lying under a huge tree. Suddenly I felt a dizzy spell in my head, and the wooden casket started to look more and more familiar to me. Do you know the feeling of remembering that you dreamt of something, but no matter how hard you try or are unable to recall what that something was? That was how I was feeling as I stared at the coffin. What good is a closed box? I thought to myself as I removed the lid of the coffin. I fell backwards as I was shocked by what I saw inside. It was my brother Alex lying peacefully in the coffin, holding a parchment note and a handheld mirror. I took the note from my dead brother and read what it said. However, what was written on it was certainly not a language that I knew or understood. It wrote, "Tat ti auri shons, where delik ib et emas retsnom. Tat et nam oi vedlo oi usa uretsnom. Rim ret bro rof ngib uretsnom. A ma urser. With them." Reflect, reflect, the voice went in my head. I took the mirror from the coffin and reflected the words. That both your sons were killed by the same monster. That the man who loved you was a monster. My brother, for being a monster. I am sorry. Matthew. Pat, 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 came the footsteps. I already knew who it was. As I looked back, I saw the teenage girl walking towards me, this time with her smile even wider.